All right, hello to you. In this video, we are going to talk about perfectionism and how to avoid it when we are trying to create content. It is a very common roadblock that comes to every content creator here and there. Although it is very admirable to aim for the perfect content, to aim for excellence, it can also ruin our productivity if we are being perfectionists. I have had some clients that they were perfectionists. We have a lot of revisions for our content. The workflow was disturbed a lot, and we couldn't figure out how to work with a perfectionist client. And also on top of that, I myself have been perfectionist on a lot of projects that I wanted to work on that I ended up not launching it or not even finishing the project. So it's actually a very common roadblock that happens to any content creator on any level. So if we acknowledge some of the facts that we are going to go over and some of the practices and some more kind of awareness practices to have and define the output that we want to share, that way we can try and avoid perfectionism. All right, so let's get into the video. So real quick, you probably know, but being perfectionist will have some impact on your business, on your productivity, on your emotions. So you may lost some opportunities by being perfectionist. Why? Because I have had the same experience. I was trying to create a metaverse for Kiwi Motion, a digital office with some features for our clients to have meetings in there, to learn more about the team and everything. And it took me so long to create and finalize the product. And we had like 5 major shifts into our design, our reasons, in our everything. So we pretty much created everything from scratch like 5 times, and it took me a year and a half to launch something that's live right now. And at this point, I'm not even proud of what's live, because I got to a point that I burned out. I just wanted to make something live, to have something tangible for myself. So it was distracting me from different things that I wanted to focus on. So being perfectionist can let you to burn out, can also let you to miss opportunities. I know for a fact that if I was promoting and sharing everything from the first version up until the version that's live right now, I would get more credibility and more authority for myself in the market. So me, by not sharing that at those earliest stage, made myself to miss some opportunities. And on top of that, I ended up burning out and getting tired of this project and just want something to be live. Although the thing that's live right now, it's pretty cool. You can walk through it, you can see other services that we have, you can see the team members and all that, but still we had some more features in our head that we wanted to create at that time, that there was a hype about metaverses. This is actually the impact of being perfectionist in your projects. From the agency point of view, I also worked with a perfectionist client, and the amount of revisions that we had was distracting, to be honest, because revisions are totally normal. It's something that happens through the journey of the editing. The team should be able to be ahead of the game so that they don't miss a deadline, miss a deliverable because of a revision. But this client, he was changing his mind after like 5 rounds of revisions. He didn't know what he wants exactly. He was saying something out loud. We put the effort, we put the time to try it, to deliver that. And then after that he saw that, he's like, no, let's do something else. So that kind of mindset when you're trying to create content will just keep you from posting, sharing, and getting the exposure that you need. Okay, so this is actually the outcome of you being perfectionists. So Moody, how do we avoid perfectionism? Okay, so the very first step is a shift of mindset. Just think about the fact that not posting is actually far further from being perfect. So for that reason, you have to sacrifice some of the features and the edits that you want on your video, some certain things that you want on your video, and post it. So that's like the very first step. Then you have to remind the quote that done is better than perfect. So you have to learn through progress. You have to focus on being consistent and having a deliverable content, then try to perfect it on the next one. So it's not like you are going to create just one content, so it has to be perfect. You are going to create thousands of content, so you need to put into the reps. And then by doing that, you will obviously learn from your mistakes and you will keep perfecting your content. In 10 years, like your content in 5 years from now, you would consider that a perfect content right now. But that only happens if you keep stacking the layers of feedbacks and making it better all the way up to the perfect content. All right. So the practical way for you to do that is to set realistic expectation. Just define what is good enough. If you define good enough for yourself, you can actually identify when it's time for you to stop working on something and move on. Just execute the plan, just post the video, just do it, and then move on and try to learn and apply on the next one. The next thing is that you have to allocate a time to a task or a video. This is something that I have problem with. In creating this channel, I was, going through perfectionism as well, and I had like many troubles. I started to create a school community, a paid school community. Then I thought about why not a YouTube channel, and after like 4 months, I'm recording these videos. So just like I said, I'm not perfect either, but I know some stuff. I've seen it in other people and I've experienced it. I've read about them. So I'm just sharing my experiences. So next thing is for you to allocate a time for a task that you want to do. In that way, your mind tries to do the task within the time and automatically sacrifice some stuff that you need to sacrifice. And lastly, just celebrate a small win for your mind to get the dopamine and the serotonin that it needs to have the fuel to continue working on more projects. Because every project has a boring part, which is actually like 80% of the project, and an interesting part, which is like the 20% of the project. And the perfectionist guys, they always focus on the 20% of the project because they want to perfect it, because they are interested in making something perfect. But the thing is that you have to put in the rep to the boring parts to either reduce them or to either get them done faster and move on your thing. So that's all about being perfectionist. In the next video, we talk about other mindsets that you need to have in order to be a content creator. Keep watching and I'll see you in the next session.